Wait,
you
wait,
with
wait, wait. What's AIM Philadelphia?
AIM Philadelphia helps with renting, leasing, buying, and selling in the Philadelphia market with local guidance and hands-on support.
Okay, all right, cool, fair enough. Okay, what up, everybody? So, everyone always talks about AI, voice agents, courses, gurus. Everybody talks about AI and voice agents, but they don't actually show you what goes into it, what it looks like to actually sell, what it looks like to actually build, and what that process looks like. So, today I'm going to go through the full process of me building a voice agent, the thought process I go through as I'm building one, and then I'll actually deliver it to a prospect or client. So first off, what's on the agenda? How do we do it? What do we want to do? So he's a real estate agent who also has his own company now, and they do a few various things. Like if I look over here, I'm on their website and he helps people with renting, he helps people with leasing, he helps people with buying and selling. So pretty much an all-in-one type of deal. So first things first, as I'm building this voice agent, what I'm going to want to do is um, I'm going to want to create a knowledge base, right? So first and foremost, I'll show you the exact process that I go through to do this for clients. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to let AI do it. Hopefully, Codex will be able to actually do this for me completely by itself, and I can kind of stay hands-on, which is the future. But essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this website into Codex. I'm going to give Codex a context dump of everything that I'm doing. I'm going to feed the website in to Codex. I'm also going to feed in his bio into Codex as the founder and the CEO, and then I'm gonna have Codex actually generate the knowledge base that we're going to use, and then I'm going to actually have it click through each of these options because as you can see, what happens is there's a few variables that he wants to capture uh, based on which workflow you go down, which I like to call it a happy path. People in the AI community call it a happy path. So it looks like if it was written, there's a few things that it will ask: full name, phone, email, how many bedrooms, bathrooms, gross monthly income, budget, estimated credit score, etc. Right? So I want the voice agent to be able to do that. So based on the reason that they're calling, I wanted to be able to capture all of this information. But let's say if it's for leasing, we could go to leasing. You see, it's an owner-client intake form, pretty similar. Full name, phone, email, address of property, number of units, estimated monthly rent, expected completion date. So slightly different. But what I'm going to do is the plan is the old-fashioned way is I could just screenshot this and then send it over to Codex or ChatGPT and tell it uh, to create variables based on each one, so I could layer it. I could layer it and go to. I usually just give a full context drop to ChatGPT, everything that's going on. That's the best way that I found to work. So I could take a screenshot of this and map it all together. But today I'm actually going to see if I can use Codex to pretty much automate that process for me and even save me a little bit more time. So typically, what I do is I just go to Codex and I do a context dump of the situation and then do a planning along with the situation as well, so that uh, Codex isn't trying to do a million and one things, right? So we'll go over that really quickly. Um, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go to Codex and I'm going to have a context conversation really quickly. You can hear what that sounds like. Hey Codex. So I'm working on building a voice agent for a prospective client of mine. Um, so first and foremost, for the voice agent, we need to create a knowledge base for the voice agent to work off of, and then we'll create a conversational flow that the voice agent will work off of. Well, for added context, um, this person is a real estate agent, but they also have their own company where they help people do various real estate niche related things such as buying, selling, renting, leasing, etc. Um, so what's going to happen is I'm going to actually send you a link with this person's bio, biography, a little bit about them, their background in real estate. Um, as the founder, his name is Jamir Gross. Um, and then I am also going to send you the actual website that he has in his bio as of now, which is the company that he's working on, helping to rent, sell, lease, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to give that to you as well. What I want you to do is this. If you need to open Playwright or whatever browser automation you need to install and run, you can do that as well. But what I need you to do is go to the website. It's called aimphiladelphia.com. I'm going to post in the link to the website and the link to the bio, but I need you to go to the website and click on each um, each tab. So, for example, he has a renting tab, he has a leasing tab, he has a buying tab, he has a selling tab. I want you to click on the tab. So, for example, if you click on the renting tab, let's get started. It takes you to a rental client intake form, which is asking for variables. So, for example, it says full name, phone, email, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, gross monthly income, what's your monthly budget, estimated credit score, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is on the page for the rental client intake after you click the button for renting. So I want you to click each button and then capture the variables that each uh, button is asking to be captured so that I can incorporate these four main conversational workflows to capture the variables that are being asked once you go down the workflow. So that's going to be the task for you, Codex. Take your time, and if you have any questions, please ask me. But before I send you off on this task, I want you to summarize everything that I just said to you so that I understand that you have perfect context, and then I will send you off to actually complete the task, and I will actually also give you the links to the website. So that's pretty much how I talk to Codex. I pretty much built a systematic agent to for Codex that is um, similar, familiar with the things that I do. It understands that I run an AI consulting firm. It understands that I build voice agents. It understands that I build chatbots for companies, AI infrastructure, things of that nature. So it has that context already done. So my main method is I always just give a context dump. So I give a context dump, then I give the data, and then I give the actual goal or outcome that I'm trying to achieve. But I always start off with a full context dump to get me and AI on the same page. So as you see here, um, we have the Hey Gorex. Well, that's not what I said. The chance at the Codex. It doesn't matter, obviously. But this is everything that I said. I'm going to send it in, and it should give me a straightforward summary of what I just asked. So we'll go back to Codex. Here is the link to the website, and then I'm going to grab his bio. So it talks about being a real estate agent. He's actually one of the youngest real estate agents in Philadelphia, and pretty successful. I believe he's like in his young 20s. Cool guy. But now I'm going to also take that bio and send it over to Codex. Here is the founder's bio for AIM Philadelphia. Oh, my dumb ass forgot to put the link in. So I'm actually going to put the link. All right, so we'll go ahead and let Codex kind of do what it does. It's probably so here it is right now doing autonomous navigation. Is doing a browser navigation where it's actually clicking through each rental intake form or each tab, like I suggested it to do, and then it's going to grab all of that information for me. So it's checking right now. It's clicking, checking the estimated credit score, clicking the tab to see what exactly um, Jamir is asking for people to fill out, and I'll kind of give that a moment and let it do that for a minute. That way, I'll grab our variables, so then I can kind of just straight up copy and paste. I can grab the conversational workflow based on the variables that we capture and we want to capture, and kind of speed up the process and get the demo to the prospect pretty quickly. And ideally, close them and we make some money. That's the name of the game. Owner client intake form. Here we have it looking through this one, which is good. See, now it looks like it's going through the home buyer client intake form, grabbing all the variables, looking through all the information, um, obviously, which is good. So that will save us time. Now we'll see it's going to the home seller intake form. Saves us time, and allows us to get a quicker demo to the prospect, so that we can actually build them a really intricate type of custom agent. Because nowadays 2026 we can kind of almost build any type of voice agent, damn near. So here it's going and looking at his bio. Hopefully it can read it um, with a scanner or OCR or something like that, because this looks like it's, can't tell if this is an embedded PDF, but ideally it should be able to read it. If not, worst case scenario, yeah, it's copy and pasteable. It should be able to read it. Otherwise, worst case scenario, we just copy paste, put it in there. So this is how we'll kind of grab our knowledge base. What I like to do, it's kind of the easiest way. I'll just copy the output that Codex or ChatGPT gives me, take it over to my notepad, and then save it to PDF, which is one of the easiest ways to do it. So we'll go back and check on Codex and see where it's at. All right, so now what you're going to see is, since that was actually the correct person, I'm going to start working on the knowledge base and the conversational flow as well. So that actually is the correct person, Jamir Gross, the real estate agent. So currently, right now, he is a founder of AIM Philadelphia. Also, that is his previous bio. He was the lead leasing agent, but you can incorporate it as part of his background knowledge information, because people might ask that as well. What type of background he has. So based on everything that you gathered right there, with a kind of a deep dive into his background and information, if you need to, you could do a little bit more research into him to form out the knowledge base. Just some standard background founder knowledge is cool. You don't really need to go too crazy. And then we'll work on building out the conversational workflow. The way I want it to look is, I want this to be in uh, the STAR framework format. So situation, task, action, result. That's how I want the instructions to look to the voice agent for the main overarching prompt. I want it to be situation, task, action, result. Obviously, the situation here is, um, when we get to the actual prompt and framework, the situation here is that you are a voice agent. You're the voice assistant for AIM Philadelphia. You help with XYZ. You are here to triage and qualify whether someone is here for renting, leasing, buying, selling, etc., etc., etc. Then, if person is here for renting, we want to capture X information. So that would all be part of the main overarching prompt. Just giving you that added context and detail before we continue on into the conversational flow. But currently, right now, you could go ahead and work on making that text-based knowledge document, so that I can upload that to be the knowledge-based doc for the voice agent. So right now I'm using Codex. I'm actually not even using ChatGPT. As you can see, Codex is a little bit better. Back in the day, I would have, it saves us a little bit more time. Back in the day, I would have just screenshotted each client intake form that was on the website. It was 4 of them. I mean, it wouldn't have took that much crazy time or anything like that. But if we can save a little bit more time, then we could be a little bit more productive, and productivity equals the dollars, which is the goal, right? Research. I have what they call the Playwright MCP connected through Codex, which means um, And I also, if you see down at the bottom, I'm using 5.4 high codex, and it has access to my full system, so it can run terminal commands. I've already done like websites, HTML, all of that type of thing. But right now, what you saw is Codex actually controlling my computer and controlling my browser. So that's how I saved myself from having to actually, go through each tab, screenshot each tab, go back to Chat GPT, tell it to look at each tab. I could just have Codex do it for me, and it took. How long did it take? Let me see. It worked for uh, 2 minutes and 51 seconds, so not that long at all. Okay, so it looks like it did the knowledge base document, which is good. I'm just going to tell it, let me see the knowledge base doc in text form here, just so I could copy, paste it, put it in my notes. I like using my notes, it's convenient for me. I kind of organize a lot of things in my notes. I'm like my just simple standard Apple notes. So I'm going to get the standard text based doc, save it as a PDF, and and um and upload that PDF to the voice agent for knowledge base, and then I'll start the test on the actual voice agent itself. So as you can see, it created a full knowledge base based on the research that it did, based on a link that I gave for the bio as well. It even got the structured answers, so estimated credit score, things of that nature. Uh, let's see, current structure answer choices. Um, Not sure how important that is. I don't want to go overboard on the context and have it go off the rails, but I'll take a look. So there's a little bit of fluff in here that I don't necessarily need, like phone number. Um, it's kind of a wasted question, I feel like, but I'll leave it in for now. I don't want to go too crazy. Maybe when I like go into it a little bit more deep, I'll take out the phone number, because that's something. If they're calling the retail voice agent, I'll already have the phone number. So I'm just a little bit better thing that I've noticed in terms of keeping people on a happy path of the business. This is pretty good. All right, pretty standard knowledge base. Now let's just use this knowledge base to create the full overarching system master prompt that I'll use for the retail agent. For example, I'll show you. Um, where did I have it? Was it Google Chrome? Yeah. So if we go to retail and go to create an agent, we're going to do a voice agent. Do we want to go conversational? Typically, I do go conversational. I think I will go conversational. Actually, I'm just gonna go single prompt. I'm gonna title it AIM Voice Agent. Title it AIM Voice Agent. And come back down here. First of all, we're gonna get up for 4.1, and I love 4.1. We're gonna at least go with a 5.4 mini, which is the latest one that uses 5.4, but it's pretty fast still. So we're gonna go with 5.4 mini. And we'll also get the universal prompt. Oh, I'm in Codex. That's right. All right, back to Codex we go. All right, cool. So we got the knowledge base. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to speak to it now. Um, all right, cool. Good knowledge base. From this knowledge base, we want to create a main um, universal prompt for the agent, such as the role, the conversational style, the objective, etc., based on the knowledge base. So for this situation, I'm going to ask that you put in a situation text action result format. Let it be pretty. It can be pretty lengthy. It doesn't need to be super ridiculously pretty lengthy. Um, Also, in addition to the star format, situation text action result, universal prompt for the voice agent, I want you to include important rules. So important rules that I've noticed when building voice agents are things such as only ask one question at a time. You want to make sure that you put that question in because, or else the voice agent will kind of rapid fire questions like, "Hey, what's your first name? Oh, what's your email? Oh, and what's your phone number, by the way?" Like, we'll ask three questions and not allow the person to answer, which is not a good experience. I'm going to allow you to at least make up, you know, 5 to 7 important rules to include in the universal overall prompt for the agent. Um, but definitely, we need wait for the person to answer before you follow up on the next question. So if you ask someone their name, allow it to be their name, right? Allow them to actually answer. Don't say, "What's your name?" and they go, "But what's your email?" at the same time. That's like terrible customer experience. So that's an important rule that I found to always add into my voice agents. Allow the person to answer. Wait a moment before you answer. Don't bombard people with information. Keep stuff short and concise as possible while being friendly and humanized. And it already gave me the text version. Good. Situation: you're the voice assistant for AIM Philadelphia, Philadelphia real estate company founded by John Mayer Gross. Good. AIM Philadelphia helps people with rent and leasing, buying and selling. Your job is to act like a warm, capable professional first point of contact for the business. You represent a brand that is local, hands-on, clear, strategic, and client focused. Yes, 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 yes. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but I like what I'm seeing so far. I mean, I'm not going to go on it over the whole thing with you guys, but we'll skip to the next part a little bit. Next, one question at a time. This is a good markdown. Once you know the service path, gather information in common orderly way. Ask only one question at a time. Wait for the call and answer before asking the next question. Do not stack questions together. Bad example: what's your name, email, phone number, and budget? Exactly. Voice agents are notoriously bad at doing that. And if you've built any voice agents for a business, or if you're a business building your own voice agent, you've seen that they are notorious. I'm sure you've heard they're notoriously bad at stacking questions together. It drives me bad. The live intake process includes consumer acknowledgement step. If the workflow requires it, presents as a short compliance step, not a discovery question. I think I'll take that out. I feel like that's internal information for me, and we don't want them to kind of get hit with that important note. Correct service path is identified. The right intake. Good, good, good. Important rules. Follow these rules at all times. Always, yes. Always wait for the caller to answer before asking. Correct. Keep responses short, clear, conversational. Unless the caller asks for more. Correct. Do not overwhelm the caller with too much information at once. Correct. That is the one that drives me crazy. So I'm glad that it put that in. Humanization rules. Speak like a real assistant having a conversation. Be warm without being overly casual. Looks good. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. We like that. We like that. We like that. Looks good. So I'm gonna take this from here. Yeah, so let's see the knowledge base. I'm going to go ahead and copy this knowledge base. I'm going to go over to my notepad. We're gonna make a new note. So we're gonna print. Sheesh, 8 pages. That's a lot of markdown. I'll tell you that. Oop. I mean, that's a lot of bleeping markdown. Yep, we're going to PDF. We're gonna tag it in red. I mean in yellow because that's where I keep my business stuff. Um, put this. Can we do this on desktop? Yeah. Let's do this on desktop. We'll save it. Cool. We'll do another one and go back to Codex. So that's the knowledge base. Now let's grab the system prompt. So here's the system prompt, and we'll go back to, we'll go back to Retell, and we'll post in that system prompt, and we'll kind of take it from there. We got to give it the knowledge base first. So let's go to home. We'll go to knowledge bases. We're going to add a knowledge base. So we're going to upload a file. We're going to go to yellow. And we're gonna do our AIM Philadelphia knowledge base. We're gonna call it AIM Philly knowledge. Real estate knowledge base. We're gonna save that bad boy. We're gonna go back to our agent. We're gonna go to the AIM voice agent. We're gonna go to knowledge base. We're gonna add, and we're gonna choose the. We're gonna add a new knowledge base. We already just added a new knowledge base. This one right here. Yep, there we go. AIM Philly real estate knowledge base, and then we'll start testing it out. Let's see. Hello.
Thanks for calling AIM Philadelphia. I'm the voice assistant for the team, and I can help with renting, leasing, buying, selling, or general questions. What can I help
Wait,
you
wait,
with
wait,
today?
wait. What's AIM Philadelphia?
AIM Philadelphia helps with renting, leasing, buying, and selling in the Philadelphia market with local guidance and hands on support.
Okay. All right. Cool. Fair enough.
Got it. Are you calling about renting, leasing, buying, or selling?
Uh, shit. I was thinking about trying to at least rent to somebody.
Absolutely. Leasing help for a property owner. Let's start with your full name.
Terry W.
Thanks, Terry. What's the best phone number to reach you?
267-444-5989.
Thanks. What's your email address?
Email is gonna be uh TERRENCE1234 at gmail.com.
Got it. What's the property address?
Property address is going to be 1234 Main Street.
Thanks. How many units are in the property?
Why are you asking me all these questions?
I'm just collecting the basic details. AIM Philadelphia needs to follow up on your leasing inquiry. If you'd like, I can keep it quick and ask one question at a time.
I mean, but like, why you need the property? Why you need to know how many units in the property?
That helps the team understand the size of the property so they can route your leasing request correctly and plan next steps.
All right, fair enough. Okay, cool. What did you ask me again?
You said the property address is 1234 Main Street. I was
Hmm.
asking how many units are in the property.
Oh, it's about three.
Thanks. What's the estimated monthly rent for each unit?
Shiza. It's about $1,000.
Got it. What's your expected completion date?
Shit, I'm trying to have some new cheese by at least about a year.
Understood. So you're aiming for about a year from now. How did you find AIM Philadelphia?
Man, I seen old boy on Instagram.
Thanks. I have your leasing inquiry noted. Someone from AIM Philadelphia can review the details and follow up with you about next steps.
That's it. Y'all gonna reach out to me?
Yes, someone from AIM Philadelphia can follow up with you using the contact info you gave.
All right, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for reaching out to AIM Philadelphia.
All right, so done. Oh, I didn't ask who Jameer Gross is. Kind of, I probably did get to it a little bit. Talked about it a little bit. But from there, so the agent is done. I'm going to go ahead and publish this bad boy. I'll work on it a little bit behind the scenes as well, but I'm going to send it to him, see what his feedback is, see what he thinks, and then we can kind of tweak it as well from there. So, yeah, that has been a full step by step guide on how I create voice agents, what that actually looks like in the background. Yeah, people say it takes 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever. Um, it's not necessarily really that simple. But once you kind of have the workflow of what it is what you want to do, you write it down, you map it out, you'll have a good idea of how to kind of complete the voice agent workflow. I've had custom GPTs work with me as well to do the voice agents and kind of print it out. But like I said before, I'm a yapper. I like working with Codex, so I just yap the Codex. Get it done quick. Now I'm gonna attach a number to it, so I'll give it his own phone number. I'm gonna DM him, see what he says, and hopefully we get a new paying client. The idea is I'm going to provide so much upfront value that you damn near can't even say no. You know what I mean? I already like I know that you're warm because you mentioned it to me before. And hey, guess what? Man, don't even worry about it. Oh, you needed to be universal. It don't matter if you talk about renting, leasing, selling, whatever it is you talk about, it's gonna go down that happy path. So we got 4 different happy paths that's gonna go down. All of that information is going to be collected. We can have it automated, sent to the founder. We can have it automated as a welcome sequence, sent to the other prospect who inquired about renting, leasing, selling, whatever. We got automation on that. CRM, nurture the lead, reach back out to them. That's kind of what we do as an AI agency, AI consultant firm. So that's what the process actually looks like. From there, but that's pretty much the full process. What it looks like. Um, I'm going to. I'm actually going to drop the full prompt, the full workflow, everything that I use to create that full everything that I use to create that full prompt and everything that I use to create that full knowledge base, I'm actually going to drop that for free in my school community. So if you are a person who wants to create voice agents, they want to create chatbots, or you're an AI earner and just want to make money with AI or save time with AI, you can join my free community and you can go ahead, copy and paste that prompt, and you'll have a working voice agent as well if you're in the real estate niche. Also, to my people who are already in the community, appreciate y'all, and we'll have some more live courses coming up where we'll actually do live builds like this as well. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and deliver this thing. Appreciate y'all sticking around. This video is probably going to be 40 minutes, an hour long. I appreciate y'all sticking around as I went through the full workflow, discovery, what it looks like, reaching and actually developing, reaching out, and then kind of delivering it. So we'll go ahead and deliver it to him. We tested it, and we'll see what he says. And I'll catch y'all in the community, or I'll catch y'all in the next video. So peace out.